Okay, can you play Scrabble with them?
No, don't play with rules.
What is...
Uh-oh.
What?
Wind shell's on.
Oh. There might be spirits in or near the village ahead.
Are we going in to have a look around?
Yes. It's convenient. We need supplies anyway. We'll look around and see if there's anything unusual. And you need your own backpack and a new set of spare clothes anyway, too.
A coat with long sleeves would be nice.
Something in your size would be nice. You ruined that vest completely.
Sorry about that.
It's tattered at the ends.
Hey, don't blame me for being shorter than you. This might be a vest for you. It's almost a cloak for me.
You also need your own blanket.
Yes,
And what's wrong with me sharing your bedroll or Malaki's fur thingy?
you stink. That's what's wrong.
Oh, give me a backed up and I'll stop stinking. I've never once seen you bathe.
I put dirt on my scent glands when I smell.
Huh. Maybe I should try that. Hey, Raka. Are there spirits that eat body odor?
Of course there are.
Can we get one of those for me? Like a pet, I mean.
You attract one. It's only a matter of time.
Spirits aren't pets.
Why aren't they, though?
Just wash yourself once in a while and you'll be just fine.
You use stuff like the heat and water sphere and everyday stuff. Why not have spirits to take care of such things?
Because nature spirits aren't meant to deal with mortals.
Why not, though?
Must you really ask so many questions?
How else am I supposed to learn more about your world?
She has a point, Raka.
Yes, I know. It's just... We've been traveling for almost a week now, and I'd expect her to slowly
Well,
get accustomed to...
You're not doing a very good job at explaining things, you know.
Allow me to elaborate, little human.
Sure.
Fin Eshiver, the smaller nature bear, are spirits that deal with the natural world and make sure it functions and mortals can live in it.
Oh, like the life support systems on space stations?
I see the images in your head, but I don't know what that is you're thinking about.
I'll just take it as a yes.
If Fin Eshiver had to deal with mortals on the side, that would distract them from their main task. That is why they are not supposed to deal with mortals.
Ah, thanks, Ferryce.
You're welcome.
Wait,
Yes?
does this already count as that one question we can ask you each day?
Of course not. My oath bond is with Raka, not with you.
Okay.
And that is hardly Varen knowledge.
Well, now that that's out of the way, we should get to that village and see if there's a spirit affecting them.
Yeah.
I won't go in the village.
All right.
Why not?
I'm a skurki.
Oh, right. Of course.
Wait, did you forget about that?
I
You
just...
do remember I'm a human, right?
I just didn't think of that being an issue.
You saw what villages in the Kirja think of skurka. I should stay out of them if I can. You look for Ver. I will go around. Wait for you on the other side. Try to find the Ver before you.
No, not happening. I've let you look for spirits before, and
I
you...
will wait if I find one. They're your prey, no longer mine.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you to wait.
I want to find Atsuri. That is more important to me than hunting Ver. Think on that.
Very wise move.
Fine. Make sure no one sees you. Small villages don't take well to outsiders hunting in their forests.
I know.
Right. Then let's go.
Okay. Malaki! Bye! See you next time!
Yes.
Oh, and you better be waiting on the other side when we get back out.
I will.
Jana!
You're doing well.
What do you mean?
You gave him a chance to prove himself. I like that.
Hey, high five, Ferryce. I noticed that too.
Yes. High five indeed.
I suppose what he said last night made a difference.
See? I told you it would. By the way, do you know what that word he said meant? I kinda didn't get a chance to ask last night. It seemed like a touchy subject.
What word?
That what he called Atsari. Vanerauki.
Oh.
You seem to know what it meant.
Vanir Aurki.
Ah,
It means, like my other horn, if I'm not mistaken.
like his other horn?
I'm not too versed in Theanean jargon, but I assume it means something like mate, maybe?
Packmate or...
I don't know. It could be packmate. Could be his partner. It doesn't really make a difference to me. That's his business, not mine.
Oh, that makes sense.
I wonder if we can get in there without...
Without the villagers being racist assholes again?
Yes. I don't have anything to cover you with.
If all else fails, just tell them I'm your adopted kid or something. Or your apprentice.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Is that the village up ahead? It's not very big. They don't even have a wall barrier thing.
Indeed. That's strange. It seems negligent for a village this far up the Skunder not to have any kind of protection. If they fear skur raids like the past few villages we came through.
Maybe Skirky don't come here?
Yes. Or the village isn't very old yet, and they were lucky that no skur pack came down here yet.
Fehu!
Oh, Fehu!
Hello, Fehu!
Yes. Great weather for a stroll, isn't it?
We can't complain. Let me handle this.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Are you pilgrims?
No, we're travelers. Sir, can you tell us if anyone in the village can sell us supplies?
What? Hold on.
Oh, seems like he's coming to meet us in the middle.
Okay, sorry about that.
Don't mind it.
I'm an old feral with bad ears, boy. You need to speak up.
And bad eyes, apparently.
Shh. Apologies. We should have been the ones to come closer to you.
I have old ears, boy, not old bones. Oh, my, you are a fetching young lad, aren't you? What was it you asked?
We are hoping to buy supplies.
Ah.
Do you know if anyone in the village can sell us anything?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to ask Kakfa or Bolga.
All right.
There's not a whole lot we have left. I think those two might still have some spares they can sell you.
Did something happen?
No, not much. There were a few traders that came here a week or so ago.
Ah.
They purchased many of our goods and supplies. We barely have anything left. Didn't give us a whole lot in return, but, well, what can you do?
You could have just declined the trade, right?
Could we, though? Could we?
Didn't you have a choice?
Well,
Were they threatening you?
oh no, they were noble merchants. Traders from down west.
West?
Yeah.
From Auril?
Possibly. We didn't ask exactly where they came from. They brought all of our furs and leather, and bought more than half of our food supplies with good money. You can't ask such good and honest people too many questions.
Sure. I don't understand a whole lot about trading, but it sounds like you were in a better position in this. Didn't they pay you an appropriate price for your goods?
Well, we asked for a number of coins, and they gave them to us without much complaint. But it turned out that their currency was rather unusual.
Unusual in what way?
Well, we hadn't seen their coins before, and the other villagers we usually trade with won't take them.
Do you happen to have some of the coins on you? Can I see them? We use many different currencies where I'm from. I might be able to identify yours.
Sure, for what that's worth. I have a few on me. Bear with me just a moment. Where's that coin? Brilliant. Here. These are what they gave us.
This is what they gave you?
Yes. Recognize it?
I do not.
Oh.
And frankly, I can see why the other villagers would not want to trade for these.
How so?
How so? These are gilded wooden coins. Didn't you notice that?
Gilded wooden coins?
Wood coins! Wow, the original paper money!
Right.
Hey, how much are those worth?
Yes.
Lyn!
What? How would I know what your hipster money is made from?
So, what's their value?
Nothing.
What?
No one makes money from wood.
Humans used to.
You were scammed.
Scammed? But they were good merchants.
They gave you fake money. You practically gave your goods away for free.
What?
The only thing that might still be worth something is the gilding.
Oh. How much would you give us in exchange for these coins?
Nothing. These are trash.
Now you listen here, young lad. You can't just come into our village and tell us our coins aren't worth anything.
Did others in this village make a trade with those merchants?
Everyone did. Thought we were getting a good deal. Even been using the coins amongst ourselves while we tried to figure out their value.
To be fair, money is only worth as much as everyone using it agrees on.
That might be true, but that doesn't change that they were tricked.
Yeah.
Who in this village is the most likely to still have supplies we could barter for?
I don't think many of us have much left. If anyone does, that would be Bolga. Lives in the first cottage on the left over there, with the Kaduro patch.
Kaduro? Does this Bolga by any chance make clothes?
Yes, Bolga is a weaver. One of her men is a tailor.
Great. We need a few tailored items anyway. I will go speak to her.
Right. Take care, boy.
Thanks. Take care. Come, Lyn.
Okay. Hey. Why did he keep calling you boy?
Maybe his eyes are bad.
And that didn't bother you?
Why would it? It's not something he can do anything about.
No, I mean, you could have just kindly corrected him.
It doesn't matter what he thinks I am. I know what I am.
Well, you always go up in flame as soon as someone mentions your fur color.
I don't understand what that has to do with him calling me boy.
Maybe you should take that indifference and apply it to the whole fur color issue. As you say, you know what you are. Don't let others define it for you. Show them through your action who and what you are. They'll get the message eventually.
I'm not sure you know how our society works.
I'm not sure you do. Well, at the very least, it would be one less issue to grind on your already thin, stretched nerves.
Sure.
Also, what's this kaduro you spoke of earlier?
Those plants that grow in the patch. See?
Oh, the pink leeks?
The pink... yes.
Oh, you can make clothes out of those?
So I've heard. I've never had kaduro fabric clothes myself. Well, anyway, let me handle this.
You're the boss.
Yes? Who are you?
Fehu, my name is Raka. Do you happen to be Bolga?
I am.
One of the other villagers directed me to your house. Told me you might still have some supplies and clothes I could purchase.
Nah, forget it. I ain't selling no more to traveling traders.
I'm not a trader. I'm a patcher.
Nah.
My companion and I are trying to get across the Skunder, but we realized halfway up that her clothes aren't sufficient enough for this kind
Who
of...
sent ya? Krafka? Yoktu?
I didn't ask for his name. An elder feral with pale hair and fur. I believe he had a nick in his left ear.
Ah, old Seni. He should know we don't have any more spares for outsiders.
Yeah, he told us what happened with the merchants.
You're a trader yourself, aren't ya?
No, as I said, I'm a patcher.
Patcher, trader. Isn't it all the same?
Not quite. I suppose the best way to describe it is that I fix things. Broken things.
See? You sell goods or services on your travels. Same thing.
The things I fix are... they're on the Eyþór web, if you know what it is. I mostly deal with supernatural abnormalities. Spirits and the likes.
You wouldn't by any chance be interested in trading the coins we got for your money?
No, I'm just looking to buy supplies and clothes.
Well, alright. Come in.
Nice and warm.
Stick to the right. There's an open fire on
Oh,
the...
shit!
You shouldn't have looked directly into it.
If you tell me there's something on my left, then of course I will look there.
You're not dressed very well for end of Bekos. You don't even have fur, eh?
Nope, my Ronta doesn't have fur.
I see why you need clothes.
Seni told us your household makes clothes?
Yeah, from Kaduro fiber. Look on that rack over there. See if any of those fit ya.
Okay.
You're quite small, aren't ya?
Well, you think you got something in my size?
Look on the lower shelves.
All right.
There's some smaller sized tunics there.
Okay.
What else do you need?
Any sort of food items you could spare?
I guess I can spare some Kaduro for ya.
Well, only if you can spare some.
We'll have to sew new ones anyway. After what happened, 2 or 3 won't make a difference.
You plan on sewing new shoots? This time of year?
Certainly.
It's the 97th day of Bekos, isn't it?
Yeah. 101st if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, 101 days? How long are your months?
Well, what does the day of Bekos matter?
If you sow them now, they won't survive the winter. You will lose your crop.
You city folk know nothing about homesteading. Yet you're telling me how to do it?
Apologies. You're right. This isn't my business.
I think this one might fit. What do you think, Raka? Does it look good on me?
It doesn't need to look good. It just needs to keep you warm.
You're a joy to shop with.
Well, here's your Kaduro.
Thank you.
Can you pay for these and the clothes?
Of course. Hang on.
Let's see your coins then. Don't want to get scammed by merchants like you again.
I already said that I'm not a merchant.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Huh. All right then.
Do you take Sia and Hagala?
Yeah. All right. Did you need anything else?
Well, we also need a blanket or a fur.
Furs? Huh?
And a backpack if you have one for sale.
Who told you about our furs?
What?
Those merchants that bought our stocks last week also asked for our furs. How'd they know we even had any? We certainly didn't tell anyone.
Well, that old Ferryce, Senny mentioned it.
Out with ya! If you're one of those merchant scums that are trying to scam us again, I'm not having any of that.
We're not
Out!
Wait, what about my pink stuff? Oh, she ripped that tunic right out of my hands. Oh, that woman was furious.
What is wrong with these people?
What was that all about?
Are they all dumb?
Yeah, they seem dumb even for my standards.
Which isn't setting the bar very high.
Hey!
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, I know I don't meet your smartness standards, but that's just rude.
You just ask so many dumb questions.
There are no dumb questions. Anyways, nowhere near as dumb as those two we just met.
True.
You shouldn't shine your light under the bushes, little human. You are far smarter than you let on.
Thank you! Oh, at least someone realizes my true potential.
At least you have common sense.
I just wish we could at least have had a chance to buy that tunic. Oh, it looked thick and warm.
I mean, wooden coins? Sewing at the end of autumn? And is it just me or did nothing I tell them really stick?
Yeah.
Frustrating, isn't it?
Yes! Wait. Who are you?
Yora.
Hello.
Sorry, I heard most of what was said inside. The cottages let a lot of sound through.
Oh,
You need supplies?
if you know someone who will sell us anything,
You
and
said you fix strange things, right?
I do, if it's within my line of work.
We might have a problem you can fix.
Oh,
Come, I will take you to see someone.
all right.
If you can help us, we will give you the things you ask for.
I'll see what I can do. Who are we meeting?
The smartest person in the village, apparently. Does that sound good to you?
Finally, a smart person to talk to.
Hey, rude.
Of course it does. Good. Beautiful feathers, by the way.
Thanks. You seem to have some level of insight on the situation. Are you...
In here.
And before you go, remember the words of Nestor
Oh,
the
thank
Wise.
stuff. It's a bit warmer in here.
The
She's
flame
holding a
sets
sermon
full
right now.
light
Should be
blaze,
done any moment.
devours plants
Okay.
in
We'll
mental
talk to her when the
ways,
people have
pulls
left.
all forest in its path, burns tree by tree in vengeful wrath, holds not from groves, in bosks flames spread, and is arboreal's most feared dread. Yet, why should the wood from flame recoil? Does not the ash nourish its soil? Don't offshoots fresh from members rise? Does death not sprout life in your eyes? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave now. Thank you.
Hey, what was all
That's
that
it.
about?
Their knowledge.
I'll be here
Wasn't that
next
from the
week.
Equilibrium?
Of course.
Isn't that the poem Malaki keeps reciting from?
Yes.
But think for a moment. How does she know the contents of the equilibrium?
She just recited the poem. She probably read it and learned it by heart.
Malaki said he taught himself to read and read that poem.
After all you have seen of this village, do you truly believe anyone here can read or knows the value of books?
Oral traditions?
The equilibrium is a scholar's work, philosophical in nature. Places like these would tell of adventures of one of their own, not a tale of enlightenment.
I see your point.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, my apologies. There is a spirit in this gem on my forehead. They speak with us sometimes.
Fei who, Yora?
They who? Spirit.
Yora,
Oh.
is that you?
Yes, Yakta.
What are you doing back there?
I brought someone. Travelers.
Well, don't just let them stand there. Bring them in.
Right.
It's much warmer in here than outside.
Oh man, it certainly is.
State-of-the-art fireplace and all.
This is my sister, Yakta.
Feihu.
Fehu.
Yakta, these are... I'm sorry. I don't think I got your names.
I'm Raka. This is Lyn.
Yeah.
We are travelers.
I see. Yora, what did you bring them in here for?
They seem to be, looking for something... someone... I think they were looking for Bulgar. I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's all right, Yora.
Wait, what?
Yora asked us for help. She overheard me tell Bolga that I'm a patcher. That means my work is to fix the Aether web. and the strange phenomena that happen due to problems within it.
I see. Come, sit with me. Let us talk.
Anything for our guests?
No, thank you.
Oh, yes, I could use something to yum me up.
Tea, Yora.
Tea, right.
And some of us ice pie, if you can remember it.
I will try. Tea and pie. Tea and pie. Tea and pie. Tea and pie.
You'll have to excuse her. She hasn't been herself lately. Neither has anyone else in this village.
Tea and tea. No.
What happened?
I don't know. Do you think this is something you can help us with?
That depends on the circumstances. It might be, but I need to know more.
I used to be like them. Dumb, forgetful. People used to call me airhead, idiot, imbecile. Told me my stupidity would be the death of me. Then, a while ago, it suddenly changed.
Changed?
I suddenly started to know things. Very strange things, even. At first I thought what I knew was the folk sayings I've heard the farmers ramble on about. I thought their words finally stuck. Things like how to treat to the crops, where to find certain plants. But then I realized I knew other things, too.
Other things?
Things I couldn't have learned from anyone.
What kind of things?
Like where to find mushrooms I'd never seen before, how to get to places I've never been to, or what the weather would be like in 3 days.
Oh.
At the same time, the other villagers seemed to, well, they started forgetting things.
Forgetting things?
They started harvesting unripe crops, watered the plants even before or during the rain. One time, someone let their oldest graze on the patch we grow wheat on.
That sounds frustrating.
You have no idea. I've been trying to talk people out of doing stupid things like that, but I was met with ignorance by most. Many still see me as the dumb girl I used to be. Not all of them, obviously. Some think of me as an oracle. And those still come here every day to listen to my words. So, you've met them.
And how long ago?
I made myself some tea and wondered if you wanted to share. Oh, we have guests. You should have told me. I would have brought more cups. How rude.
It's all right, Yora. At least you remembered the pie. Come, sit with me and my guests. Let's eat together.
Should I bring some more cups?
There are a few in that cupboard over there.
I'll get them. How many do we
Hey,
need?
Lyn.
2 more.
Right.
Are you seeing any spirits around?
No,
Or anything else that might seem strange?
nothing unusual. Do you think we're dealing with one spirit or a horde of them?
I'm not sure. I haven't dealt with spirits like this in particular.
What do you think, Patcher? Is this something you could help us with?
Maybe. I need to know a few more things.
I'll gladly answer anything if it would bring things back to normal.
Yep.
Thanks.
Even if that would mean you'd be back to the way you were before?
This smells great.
It's a small sacrifice. I'd rather be the dumb one in a town full of smart people than continue teaching them knowledge that is in my head day after day just to see it forgotten the very next morning. Very frustrating.
I can understand that. Why do you do that, by the way? Preaching to them and reciting knowledge, I mean.
Some of them think of me as an oracle. And deep down, I still hope some of my words will stick. As I said, I was like they are now most of my life. When this started and the first knowledge stuck with me, that was an amazing experience for me. I felt like I finally understood the world just a little bit better. I'm hoping that some of the knowledge will stick with them eventually and maybe shake them awake. Bring them back to the way they used to be.
That sounds reasonable.
Slice for our guest.
Oh, pie! Itadakimasu!
Enjoy. And another slice for you.
Thank you.
Please enjoy the pie our sire made it this morning.
I'm enjoying this one. What is this? Fruits and vegetables?
Yes.
Fruits and... Is that a common thing in this region?
No. Since this started, our sire occasionally forgets the ingredients of his recipe, so he just throws in whatever's at hand. Sorry.
Oh, I'm loving this. Seriously, Raka, you should try it. It's like a strawberry leakies.
I might pass, thanks. Yakta, did anything you told the other villagers ever stick?
No. They forget everything by the very next day.
What about the knowledge in your head? How does that happen? Do you just remember things out of nowhere?
It comes to me very spontaneously. Sometimes I contemplate things. The shape of a cloud, for example, and suddenly I realize that it will rain tomorrow, 3 weeks from now. Or that this cloud came from the coast in the west and has passed over the city of Auril, a city I haven't heard of before. Or I see a fresh-cut log about to be thrown into the fire and realize that the meadow it grew in is the perfect place to gather omnio berries. And I know exactly where it grew, without knowing where it was cut down, of course.
Of course.
And I remember that the tree has seen a small feral settlement grow when it was but a scion, then watched it fall to ruin 100 years later.
Oh.
And I don't know why I know these things.
That sounds like...
now that sounds like Veyron knowledge to me, doesn't it?
No.
Not Veyron knowledge. Their knowledge.
Yes.
Not like I would know the difference.
Ah, that voice. Ferryce. Veyron of leaf and stone from the lower part of the Skundr, right?
Indeed. Fehu Yakta.
Fehu, Veyron. Fehu.
Please, call me Ferryce.
Was that knowledge that just came to you?
Yes, I just realized who they were.
Ferryce, do you know anything about the situation that could help us?
You know, Raka, I'm here for sightseeing, not helping you do your job better. Sure, you can ask me one question for Veyron knowledge per day, but you might want to save my involvement in your affairs for times when it really matters.
Of course. All right. Lyn? Have you had any glimpses of spirits in the past few moments?
Nothing. Not even mist or changing runes. Just what did you call them? Rune boards? The ones inside people's chests?
Rune clusters?
Yeah, those.
See anything odd on those?
Odd like what?
Any small differences between Yoras and Yaktas, perhaps?
They're tightly packed balls of runes, Raka. It's really hard to see individual runes in them. And even if something was off on them, I wouldn't be able to figure out what.
But you can read them, can't you?
Dude, I'm a Illiterune. Oh, come on, Raka. You know that.
Oh, right. Of course. I need to think on this a bit.
Take your time. And please, do take from the pie.
Our sire made plenty.
Thanks.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Yep.
We might have to go find Malaki.
What? Already?
You can't read the rune clusters. Maybe he can. Or he might have found traces of spirits in the forest.
Oh, can we bring him a piece of pie? I'm sure he'll enjoy it.
Sure. He can have my piece.
A friend of yours.
Yeah, he's waiting for us outside the village.
Why didn't you bring him here with you? I would have loved to have met him. I enjoy making friends.
He doesn't like being around people. Anyway, let's go, Lyn.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pack up your piece of pie for him.
Sure.
Will you be back for dinner? Our sire is cooking stew tonight. It's scrumptious, just like the pie.
Raka.
Sure.
Yay!
We will get our friend first.
You can bring him with you.
Yeah.
We can eat in the spawn if he doesn't like company.
I'll let him know.
Oh, you lost a feather.
Sorry about that. It happens occasionally.
Can I keep it? It's beautiful. Yora. Sorry, it's just such a pretty color. It reminds me of tea leaves.
Sure.
Thank you.
Anyway, wakas andal anir.
Thanks. Wakasandal Anir. Come, Lyn.
Yeah, okay. Wait up, bro. Gee, what got you in such a hurry to get out of there?
I'm afraid if we spend too much time with these people, whatever affects them might start affecting us as well. I'd like to avoid that, so we have to solve this as quickly as possible.
That would be a prudent course of action.
Whatever is causing this apparently targets those with higher intellect and feeds on their knowledge, whereas for people with lower intellect, it fills them with knowledge.
So what? You're afraid that it will make you dumb and me smart?
Look, you do say smart things sometimes.
Wow, thanks, bro. Right back at ya. Anyway, I was wondering, you keep asking me or Malaki to help you be your eyes. So, if you were on your own, as you would originally have been if you hadn't run into us, how would you be solving this problem on your own?
I have ways.
Like effective ways? Because right now, it just seems like you're relying on both of us a fair deal.
Yes, I have effective ways, but they're time-consuming. They involve contemplation, carefully constructed circles and meditation, none of which we have time for right now. So I'm taking a shortcut.
So we are useful.
Hold on. Let's see if we're still within reach of the apparent source of this issue.
Do you mean with the winch?
Did Raka sound a bit nervous to you as well?
Raka? Nervous? Not particularly.
Are you sure? I felt like she almost sounded frightened.
Frightened? You're imagining things. She tends to work efficiently. I think she was just hurrying things along. I mean, she usually patches holes very quickly. But today is... let's see... the 9th day of her travel. She usually gets a tangle weave fixed around the 10th or 12th day. But this one seems to be taking her a bit longer.
Ferryce did mention that this is a very large tangle weave.
They did. The biggest one she's had to deal with so far.
So, do you think maybe she's nervous about what happened last night on the bridge?
As I said, I don't think she was nervous.
Then what do you think that the thing at the bridge yesterday was all about?
Well, I wouldn't know. She doesn't exactly talk about those kinds of things. Not with me, anyway.
She lacks trust. Oh, Raka.
At any rate, there seems to be another enchantment in progress, so let's wrap up references for this one.
Okay.
Perhaps things will clear up soon.
I hope so.
Do you have time for another?
Oh, yes. I left my evenings open so I could come here and I could help you with this.
Ah, that's actually really commendable. I do appreciate the dedication.
Anyway, references. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
Good. All right. Date of recording was Orinuka on the 103rd day of Bekos, 5th year of the Vare in the 101st generation. Vocal enchantments were woven by Kessir Riliniki, Eyþór Viðarsson, Carollyn Monterola, Ester Ellis, Jay Shuri, Anika Kamalander, Tanya Milojevic, Brewster, and Travis Vengroff. Music shells provided by Fuyamadan. Audio enchantments by Sarah Baczynski of Polarity AudioWorks. Written and produced by Kessir Riliniki.
Produced by Kessir Riliniki. Right. You know, I wonder if I could offer her some counselling when she's back.
Kessir?
No, Raka.
Oh, for what?
For her issues. It feels that there are things that are bothering her, and I think she might need some help working through them. You know that I study the Eyþór web from the perspective of the interconnectedness of people's emotional states. I only dip into Akasa Raka's lectures now and then, when subjects overlap, but overall, I'm training to counsel people. I want to help them.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll let you be the judge of whether or not Raka needs counsel. You might be a better judge on that matter than me.
Maybe. I just hope she will allow me to be that for her.
Yeah. Anyway, let's listen to the next enchantment.
Yep, much less awkward.
Yep.
Right.
Let's get to it.